call the meeting to order, 5:33. Article 2, public question and answer. Yes.
How we got on trucks? Plow truck for winter.
Plow trucks. We got the red trucks back, right?
Yeah, the red truck is, I just seen out there, they got the plow and the wing on it.
So the motor job's done and that's back.
I thought what the ones that you were buying.
Okay, the one that we were buying, we were looking into a used one, and everything was really good till we got the oil analysis. And we don't want it. So, we got another one, and waiting back for the oil analysis on that one. You know, we don't want to buy junk. You know, so if you we're in a position where I ain't gonna hurry. We got 3 plow truck, we got 4 plow trucks right now. We got 2 wheelers, 2 single axles. One single axle is one they haul the patch wagon with. The other one is the one that needs the dump. So the dump could come off at any time, but we're gonna use it because that's got a new motor in it. And that's the one that's sitting outside right now. Single axle with the plow and the wing on. So
We thought we were gonna be down that red one with no end if we weren't gonna repair that. Now that we repaired it, we've kept that on the fleet, so we still have 2 wheelers, right?
yeah, we got 2 wheelers. Yeah, and both them trucks right there, out there, got brand new motors in, with warranties. So they're all inspected. They've all been through. The red one, they had to put a little bit more into it because, they did the transmission because it's automatic. So while it was up there, they changed the fluid on that. We don't have no mechanic in here really. We're down to 2 guys. So they went right through the truck. They noticed the housing for the air filter that was broke. So it was taking in air past the filter. So they said, what do you want to do? And I said, fix the truck so they can use it for this winter. And the boys called me and said, what do you want to do? And I said, fix it. You got to use it this winter, get them done. They got them all inspected. There was a couple brake cans, wheel seals, whatever. So as of right now, them 2 trucks out there are ready to plow. So if it snows tomorrow, them boys can run. At least they got
Come on, snow.
well, I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
But they got them 2 trucks here. The other yellow truck with the new dump on it is up in Fort Kent right now, and they're going through that. They run a special this year. I can't remember the price. I don't know. The boys are telling me, and I said, do it. The trucks need to be inspected, so bring it up there, get it done, get it taken care of. They gotta have good equipment, because stuff's gonna break anyway. So you do the best you can to get. I talked to them today. They ordered some blades and stuff. One of the salesmen come up. He's very knowledgeable, and he took the time. They said with them to explain. You need 3-foot blades, 4-foot blades, carbides, covered blades. He explained everything to them. They told me blah, 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 but they were, so they, them 2, they're worried about plowing. That, they're awful, but, we got a couple things to talk about tonight, and hopefully it'll work out. We got 2 guys right now, they're pretty good, so, don't want to lose them. All right, Steve.
All right.
Just following up on that, at the town meeting, we voted to fund $250,000 correct, for the acquisition of newer trucks.
Trucker trucks, yep.
And it was my understanding from attending a couple of the budget meetings that there was philosophy of moving away from the kind of patch and fix and spending $50,000 or $60,000 fixing this and $50,000 or $60,000 and fixing that, and instead undertake a annual debt load of about $50,000 or $60,000. Have you changed? Is that changing? And my follow-up question is, has any of that funding that was voted on by the citizens at the town meeting been tapped into yet? or is that still there?
No. So we haven't touched any of the money yet, and we didn't really know what the status of that red truck was, engine-wise. We were just told that the head was blown and it was gonna cost $28,000 or $25,000 to repair that. We didn't know the condition of the actual truck besides the motor, that the truck was in fairly decent shape, and if it was worth putting a motor in. So when we allocated the money for trucks or trucks, we decided, hey, we'll take, and we took the money out of the highway repairs,
Equipment
repair,
repair,
so that
motor
didn't,
jump.
that hasn't, we haven't taken any money out of that 250. We're still looking for a truck. We thought, hashing it over, it'd be better money-wise, instead of spending $250 for a brand-new truck, that maybe we could find a used one and save the town some money on a decent used one. So we put some feelers out there to these companies that got the trucks, and they've been filtering us different models and trucks and this and that, seeing which ones was a decent, depending on where they come from, off of state fleet or town fleet or whatever. So that's where we're at. We haven't spent anything yet. We haven't purchased anything yet as far as a truck. So, like I said, we thought going into it that when we're doing the budget, that red truck was going to be out, that we weren't going to repair that truck was in enough disrepair that we weren't going to repair it and fix it. But going over it and figuring out how the shape it's in, we decided to put a motor in it. So
How much was put into repairing it for the motor?
it's $40,000 for the motor, 3-year warranty, and I think there's some extras like $5,000 or $6,000 that were clutch, tranny, air filter, brake
Some of
cans.
that stuff goes on
Anyway.
Yeah,
on the service part.
yeah, because we had it serviced, so that's what that. So that's far from 250,000. That was 40. I think it was a bill 45,000. Somewhere's right there.
I don't know, I ain't even seen the bill yet.
Yeah,
I mean, the 250 hasn't been touched.
yeah.
If we can find a truck anywhere like 100 to 120,000, what is left over from the 250 that the town voted in, we were probably gonna take it and ask another town meeting to put it into equipment reserve. So that way the town's already voted it in, it's already budgeted. We just would have to move it into another line so we wouldn't, it's in that new truck line or used truck or truck line.
It's
So,
just my understanding the town was trying to move away from spending a significant amount of money every year on repairing old trucks, and that getting a truck that was significantly newer would save the town from doing that.
I hate to answer it this way, but the trucks weren't being taken care of right now. They were neglected, so now we're going through them, bringing them up to par. We can go buy a brand new truck.
Yeah.
But you're gonna spend anywhere $250,000 to $300,000 for a brand new truck. We're at the bottom right now. All the equipment's gotta come up. To go from the bottom to the top is expensive. If we can buy a truck for like $100,000, get 3, 4, 5 years out of it, and still take care of it, have some equity into it, and then move up, and then eventually, other towns around us had bad equipment, but they were fortunate to have their big companies come in, so they have extra money, so they're able to get into this 5-year program, whereas you can buy a truck and 5 years later, get a new truck, and then you keep but there's never been a plan to keep equipment up. So that's.
I just thought that the 250 was that plan, to get a new truck so that this didn't have to continue where you're constantly dumping money into it.
That's why it was listed truck or trucks, not new. There's no new one.
I'm hearing you say tonight that you want to come back to a town meeting and put it into.
Right, if we get a second-hand
over.
truck, a good second-hand truck for $250, okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Any other public comment, questions? Yes, Lorraine?
What is the update on the commissioner, the road commissioner? How are things going, when he's coming back?
He's still out at this time. So
How long do you know?
No, I don't think we,
Well, last we know is we'll be out at least until January.
yeah. Okay. All right, old business. Approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written for September 17th, 2024.
Yeah, I second, yeah. That's one, yeah.
All in favor? Any discussion?
No,
Yeah. So the second thing is Recreation Committee, Dave Hall.
no, that's good.
The planning board meets the night after the town meeting, and last month we had a discussion about the expeditious choice of the chairman of the rec committee, and we kind of think you guys get carried away. Really, you could pick the recreation committee from the list of people, but we should let them pick their own chairman. We think that would be a much more fruitful way to work it.
Okay. We rescind that.
Yeah, I think what we have to do is rescind that vote and allow the committee to get together and pick their own chairman. I'll make a motion to rescind the vote for recreation committee chair at our last meeting on the 11th, was it? What was the date of our last meeting? 17th.
Okay, motion on the floor.
That's to rescind it.
I asked to rescind the vote.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
That way you can meet with the committee. Can you bring them in and the people on the list here?
You still have the list, Dave?
I have the list, yes.
Okay.
Want me to try and contact the people and set up some sort of a meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try.
How many's gonna be on that committee?
Oh, probably 5 or 6 would be a good number. We have 13 volunteers.
There's
Yeah, that's what I was
13 on
looking
the
at,
list.
yeah.
That should, my experience, that's about what would come out of a 13-person volunteer.
I thought that would be a 13-person committee. Ooh, okay.
That would be big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Highway paving.
Okay, the highway paving, this
Yep.
is the bid for sodbirds for next spring.
Yep.
That's per ton, it doesn't, the amount is not figured in.
That's just what it is per
The
ton.
top-
That's what it is per ton, and then like, right there, see where it says,
HMN.
well, the
Hot
12 mil,
mixer.
yeah, 12 mil is bigger stone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see how they got tack on there too, also?
Yeah.
So, that makes a big difference there.
That is on, so the first one would be, with the tack, must be the Langley.
Well, it all depends, this is, if you're putting 9.5 mil, they're gonna add the tack.
Okay.
If you're
Yeah.
putting 12.5 mil, there's
Okay.
no tack.
I
Okay.
don't think that we need to take any vote or anything on this right now, we're just gonna.
No, that's just another
these
price.
are just-
Right, cause you still got to get prices from,
We got Trombley's and we've got Soderberg's now.
for spring,
For spring. And then
spring.
we've got,
northeast.
Northeast has it.
Okay.
Okay. That's the update on the paving right now.
I was gonna say what it was, but better not, we ain't got the other two yet.
And that's
No.
Yeah, oof, yeah, almost slipped up there.
Okay, Article 4, new business. Steering committee, to report out. Lorraine.
Thank you, Board Chair. The steering committee has completed its work on the operational procedural ordinance and are ready to move forward to a public hearing on that. We are recommending that the soonest possible date be put into place for that, which would be October 30th. It would give enough time to post the ordinance, allow it to be on the web and available at the town office as well, and allow for that to be scheduled. The committee really is asking the board that once you do schedule the public hearing, that we have it at the school.
Yep.
Again, the issue there is about having a sound system, as well as a smart board that will allow us to put up visually the ordinance and be able to go through it in detail, so that when the public has questions, we can be able, as a committee, to answer all those questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You gotta make a motion or anything? No? So, yeah, but who's got, we gotta post, we gotta post something. Okay,
That's okay.
okay.
All right, Public Works door sign. The Public Works door sign.
We have a sign now on the door here at the Public Works Department, and no one should come through the door to the Public Works Department until they check into the front desk first. They must check in there, and we'll call in here and tell them that someone's outside to come in. We were hoping not to have to keep the door locked all the time, but people are coming in and out, and we should, it says right on the door that you need to stop and sign in at the front desk. So please keep that in mind when you come to the highway department.
Okay. All right, set date time for public hearing for general assistance.
So our next meeting is tentatively scheduled for November 19th. So I was looking like we did last time, hoping to have it just slightly before the actual board meeting.
Like if our meeting's at 5:30, have it like at 5:20 or something like
The
that.
mic is going to just take a few minutes for you guys to.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
so 10 minutes before our next meeting.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll go quarter till, just a quarter
Okay.
past.
Yep.
So 5:15.
okay.
Okay, I thought.
All right, Article 5, other new business. Next select board's meeting, tentative November 19th. You know what that is. Road commissioners report.
You got anything to report for the guys?
Yeah.
I don't know, they've been busy. When I talked to them, they said, no, they asked me about grinding.
Yep.
And I said, well, they're supposed to be grinding this month, right?
Yep.
That's your department, you talk to them. Right northeast?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the only thing they're worried about, and they wanted to know what else had to be done. That's why I was talking to you about the sticks.
Oh, for the guardrails.
For the guardrails. Maybe they should have them where,
Yeah.
new group, they don't need to be tearing up the end of the guardrails,
Nope, gotcha.
you know? So,
Okay, sounds good.
mm.
So Article 7, I'll make a motion, we go into,
Can we go back a minute?
yeah?
They're worried about plowing, and they're worried about the school, getting to school, so. They just brought it up to me, and I'm throwing it out at you guys, I don't know if we should talk to the school about them hiring it out, or what, or, I don't know.
Well, we're going to talk about some things in executive session.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there that, you know, they're worried about plowing. They got it under control, they're pretty good guys, I know they can do it. But they're pretty conscious about, you know, they don't want to have to worry about the roads plus the school if we don't know if we're gonna get anybody here.
Yeah,
And that's what they were just saying.
okay.
Before you run this, the recreation committee did send a message out, or someone on behalf of recreation about October 30th meeting. So if Lorraine, if you want October 30th meeting, that probably should be discussed, which one, you want as many people available, right? I would hope that we could have this many people. Right, so I'm just saying, there was a message that was sent out on behalf of recreational committee to have a meeting on the 30th. You know who sent that out?
I did not.
No, Amy had sent it out. So I just want to make sure you're aware. You have to be, that I'm in the race at the 30th, I want to make sure everybody's aware to the last conference.
Where was she going to meet?
Wednesday, October 30th, in the conference room at R.L. Todd and Son in Caribou at 6 o'clock.
An hour at a time, huh?
Well, that's the same night as the,
That's why I want to bring up in case you're.
Well, I'm sure they didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure that if you ask,
Yeah.
if someone responds to the email,
Have a motion to go into executive session so we can get.
that there's a conflict.
Tell the people not to terminate in the morning.
I can send her a message.
okay.
I can clarify, I've been on that mailing list.
Okay.
You ask for someone to volunteer as chair. Someone volunteered as chair. Someone's been sending out emails. The person that volunteered as chair. She has set up a meeting for the 30th. But you stood up today and asked that be rescinded, using the term "we." So I'm just wondering who we.
We use some of the people on the planning board. Because
The
we.
people on the planning board, so you haven't been in communication with the person that was appointed chair by the board.
We just thought that the volunteering for chair seemed like the wrong way to drive a committee. A committee should get together and nominate their own chair, and committees work better that way.
But isn't that's what you asked for?
I didn't ask for a volunteer, but it was requested, did somebody want to be chair? Somebody spoke up. I still,
But you haven't been in touch with her, you haven't shared with her.
I honestly don't know who she is at all. She could be here tonight, I wouldn't know. I've never, as far as I know, I may have seen the back of her
There's just
head.
been a terrible loss of communication, I would say, and coordination.
I actually don't
I hope
want to be
everybody
involved with the rec committee at
Well,
all.
the vote's been rescinded, so we'll get them all together, and if they want her to be the chair, she can be the chair. The committee should pick the chair.
But the recreation committee is an off stretch from the comprehensive board, am I right? Because now what they.
No, it was
It was off the planning board?
Well,
Okay.
the comprehensive plan in '94, the one we had, stated at that time that a recreation committee was something that should be done for the town. And we're 30 years later, we're getting around to setting one up.
Yeah.
So we've got to expect a little bit of pain and problems getting it going. But
Yeah.
And you guys already voted it in and it was okay.
It doesn't matter, we've rescinded the vote, which is within our authority to rescind the vote, and we're gonna allow them to pick their own chair instead of us. None of us are even on the committee.
as long as they're happy.
Well, I think the issue is that somebody just has to reply, somebody that's on that email thread needs to reply and say, there's, stuff has come up in this meeting.
I know what she's doing is great.
Why did you hear it?
Thanks.
If not, I was gonna contact her.
Really, the recreation committee is not part of the town select board.
She probably would have been here, there'd been an agenda that said there was a rec committee issue.
Yeah.
But there was no, the agenda wasn't released until we got here, so.
That's what
Sounds like all they've got to do is pick a different date and they're on their way.
Yeah. Okay. Article 7. I make a motion to go into executive session under MSRA 405, 6A, and MSRA 405, 6E. Any discussion?
No,
I'll make a motion, we come out of executive session at 7:13. All right. Need a motion? I got a motion on the floor. Need a
I'll
second?
second it.
Any discussion? All in favor? Okay. We'd like to take a vote to appoint Paul Coy as interim road commissioner.
I make a motion to appoint Paul Coy as interim road commissioner.
Second it.
Any discussion?
No?
All in favor? All right. Need a motion to post the position of highway department employee with the newspaper. Post that job.
I make a motion to post a job opening for highway, laborer, truck driver, all around,
Mechanic,
mechanic, whatever.
okay.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor? All right.
It's an immediate posting.
Make a
Immediate
vote.
posting that, I'm looking to get that in next
Yes.
paper.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Okay, It won't be this week, but we'll look for next
Yeah.
week.
Put it all over, put it everywhere.
The paper doesn't-
If paper don't work, put it on
Oh,
something.
yeah, Carl had a suggestion of kind of put that on the radio.
On the radio, yeah.
We'll look
Really?
at it,
Yeah,
we'll look at it, look at the,
radio deal.
yeah,
What's
both
it?
of them. The radio and the newspaper. We haven't been getting much out of the newspaper, so
No.
maybe we can consider.
What's that TV one on the news?
The,
First to community or something?
yeah, it's like, usually like Jobcat.
Yeah.
All right, need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All in favor?
Yeah.
No discussion. Okay.
Okay.